Well, this will be part 2 of chapter 6. I don't know what happened. Zoom kind of shut down on it. So I just have 2 or 3 more slides to finish. But as I was saying at the end of the first part 1, whenever you're looking at behavior, make sure you separate the behavior from the child. And I really did make sure that the child had to know that I wasn't being mad at him or her. It was more of a disappointment in the behavior. So for me to tell a child, you know, I don't have any children of my own, but I love you as if you were mine, but I don't appreciate the behavior. You understand the difference. And typically, you know, most all the time, if not all the time, they would. And that's much better for them to see that you care about them as a person and you don't regard them as just a behavior. Okay, I'm going to share screen again. Go back to PowerPoint. And we have through that slide. Okay. Continuing on, suggestions for working with children in foster care. So involve the foster family in the classroom and in school activities. Although it is important to realize that if they have several foster children, they may not be able to participate beyond helping the child at home. And you can also have, there are other ways they can help. If there's art projects or whatnot that the parents might be able to cut out certain materials that you would need, they can certainly do that at home and not have to come to school. And that still makes a good home school connection. Be sensitive about assignments that relate to families, such as requiring children to bring the baby pictures or create the family tree. And unfortunately, I've seen this many times with teachers, and I know it's good intentions, but for various reasons, there may not be access to the child's baby pictures or whatnot. The other thing to be careful about is doing, like the schools pretty much have done away with it. You know, like the lunch with the grandparents type of a day, or well, gosh, years ago, it shows my age. They would have like the father-daughter dance. And, you know, we have to take into consideration not everybody, not all children have grandparents, not all little girls have a father. Okay. Share books that include family types other than biological families, and include books that show multiracial families. Be a positive role model or mentor for the child, or provide opportunities for venturing from community volunteers, such as Big Brothers, Big Sisters, or Adopted Grandparents program. Big Brothers, Big Sisters, quite active here. Sarah Piano is a contact person. She typically comes out to our classes, or she has in the past. So if you want an opportunity to get to work with children now, please consider that. Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Have high expectations and encourage the child to set goals, including the goal of going to college. Now on this, I'm going to not necessarily, well, yes, I'm going to differ with the authors on this. Going to college is not for everyone, and it doesn't mean that a person isn't successful if he or she doesn't go to college. The prime example would be my brother, who barely got out of high school, but he always wanted to be an electrician. So he took whatever courses, trade courses in high school, graduated, became a journeyman, and just worked his way up, worked his way up, worked his way up, worked his way up, until he finally, with the Corning Corporation, his business card says, or it said he has passed, but electrical engineer. And he was very, very successful. Didn't need a college degree. My thing, what I would push a child, instead of saying you should go to college, my thing is you should do what makes you happy. If it might involve college, it might. Okay, the scenario we're not going to look at, and that is the end of the presentation, end of the chapter. So don't forget to take your quiz by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday evening. If you have any questions about the chapter or upcoming assignments, do not hesitate to contact me. See you on chapter 7.